Grab your slosh, get ready for action. Hello and welcome to the Jar Media Podcast, episode 193. I'm going to reel back one little second. Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, wherever you are in this world.
Game on.
I did it. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm joined by Jim and James.
Yep.
Hello.
Big boss here.
We got Big Boss and we got a couple of karate legends over here.
Why karate?
Oh, they'll find out eventually.
Alex has been secretly training judo in his spare time.
So we are in an interesting situation at the moment because we are in the future. We're in the future in a weird sense because what we're recording now, I suppose we're in the past.
Yeah,
we're a fragment of the past. I got it completely wrong. Because
we're a fragment of the future right now, but when in the future we'll be a fragment of the past.
No, because as of us recording this right now, there's a podcast going out tomorrow,
But
it's not this one. We've already got another one that's going to go out before this one. So for us, the time or the date is completely different to what it's going to be when it goes out, which is normal.
Because Jar has actually got a schedule now. We're a bit more.
We're on the ball.
Yeah,
we got it rolling on the road to 100k. We're doing it. We're living the dream. You know,
we are. We're busy boys, and many years worth of content to come.
We're on the grind.
We are.
So
in every sense.
We got a bunch of things to talk about. The first one being Lord Bung, who at least Jim knows. Do you know Lord Bung, James?
Lord Bong? Yes, I do.
He's a listener of the cast, and he's the creator of the YouTube show Confinement, which I recommend. Very good stuff. One of the only animator, arty sort of people who's finding success at the moment on YouTube. So big props to him and listener. And he wanted me to put a picture on the screen of a Lady and the Tramp, where they're eating spaghetti.
Yeah.
But instead of one of them eating spaghetti, instead of them both eating spaghetti with their mouth, one of them's eating spaghetti coming out the other dog's ass. I can't really show that on screen, unfortunately, Bung. But
how are you supposed to ever do that?
He just sent me the picture on Twitter DM and was like, "Can you put this in the chat?" I might be able to sneak it in somewhere, but
Is that a reference to us?
Well, the other day when you were eating my spaghetti shit, I mean, maybe it's that. I don't know how he'd know that though.
I don't think, well, thanks for telling everyone though. Kind of kink shaming me.
The first real topic I want to talk about today is something that's been on my mind for a while. I'm holding in my hand "We Missed You," little bit of cardboard that Amazon slide through your letterbox when they miss you when you're not in.
Couriers, basically.
Yeah, and I think I was in the shower at the time, and Amazon knocked on my door with a package which was delayed and was late, so it was a day late, and they delivered this through the door, and I need help from you guys because. Okay. It's pretty simple. Everyone knows what this is about. Everyone knows these "we've missed you" bits of cardboard. They normally just slide it through the door and they either say, "Come get it from your local post office," or "We've put it behind the back of the house," or wherever you've defined as your safe area or whatever.
Just to be clear, because Americans won't get this, because obviously in America, if you're
Does it not work that way in America?
No, the UPS guy will just throw it at a wall or something, or over a fence, and that's how they do it there, so...
In the UK, then, at least.
In the UK, we have courtesy and we drop off.
UK brethren will know what we mean. But the point is, they ticked off saying, "Yeah, we left it in your safe space." But then at the top, in big text, in capital letters, they wrote, "Thanks," in huge letters. Look, I'm showing my castmates.
Where?
At the top, it just says "thanks" for some reason, and it's driving me crazy. I'm like, is that a sarcastic thanks, or is that supposed to be an Amazon? I'm a happy postman, thanks, thing. Because that seems less likely to me.
Did they leave it in a safe place?
Yeah, they just did their job.
Where's the safe space?
No, but I set my safe space as like my back. I think it's called back porch on the website. It's the only option.
Yes, by your back door, basically.
Yeah, but I had my back gate locked because of the dogs. So I was like, oh, are they saying thanks sarcastically because I had the back gate locked so they couldn't go through to leave it at the back of the house? Or is it like I'm just so like
Can I have a look?
Have a look. Just try and break this down for me because this just driving me crazy.
Did he write thanks where his name is supposed to go or yours?
My name.
Your name.
Yeah. Right? Am I wrong?
Also, it looks like he put an apostrophe between the
He did put
thank
an
and the
apostrophe.
S.
Yeah, so thank is.
Yeah. Or a possessive thank.
What do you think, James? What's your theory? Do you think that's like aggression?
It could be, because it looks kind of angrily written.
No, yeah, that's. I'd say that's angry. I'd say that's you dick. You've made me do more work.
But like, really, at the end of the day, bottom line, I didn't. And this is a package that was already late, so it's like a day out of my life that like Amazon has failed me to get the package on the day I wanted it, and then the postman got pissy at me on the next day forgetting to unlock the gate.
Is the thing on the right as well, is that meant to be an exclamation mark?
I think so. It seems like a rush job. What's your theory, Jim?
It's hard to say.
I'd say that's an angry one, and it makes sense.
See, I'm with you, James. I think that I read that I literally stood there and just looked at it for about 5 minutes because I was like, what does that mean? What did they intend by that?
That's
what
the
communication was that?
Alex is fucking playing Resident Evil.
It
Looking
could
at
be.
Yeah.
It could be a genius maneuver, like, because you can't complain because he did say thanks. You know?
But it's just
Like, if he'd have said, fuck you,
You can complain.
like, you'd immediately know what he meant.
no, but that's what
But-
makes this even worse to me. Is the fact
Yeah.
he has the out, or she has the out. We're not sexist here on the cast. We know that there are some. I've got a very nice, like, Royal Mail woman postman who's very friendly, actually.
yeah,
So-
the one that comes by my house.
So that means I'm not sexist because I said that.
Because Gaius always comes out and is like, because he loves the attention. But that I can kind of get that, because if he's not for certain courier services, if you don't deliver the parcel to the person, they don't get paid. They don't get paid for delivering that parcel.
Really?
Yeah. If they don't make a delivery for a parcel, they do not get that paid.
Why is that my problem? Is my ultimate point.
Yeah, that's like
I
the
hate when
business
people
thing.
who are in a job that they hate, like, take it out on people.
On the wrong people,
Yeah, on the wrong people.
Yeah, like, it's not your responsibility to make sure they get paid. You know?
If you hate the job that much, stop doing it, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
No, but not everyone has that opportunity, Alex. Come on.
well, in that case, don't ruin my life by making me panic about this weird note.
Ruin your life.
You privileged motherfucker.
I have had fucking terrible experiences with this shit.
The postman.
The
Yeah.
sooner we get drones, the better.
No, that's going to make it worse. Because you can easily steal a drone.
No,
If
because
it's
they'll have
flying
some
way up.
security thing. We'll have to get like nets installed in our gardens that can like drop them down.
Yeah.
But then like enemy drones will come in and like intercept.
Oh my god.
Oh, it'd be so
It's a
complicated.
whole new level of
Piracy.
being a cock. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But my experience with them is terrible. I've experienced all of the major ones, and the worst by far is UPS. It's actually disgusting. 'Cause
Parcel Force is pretty bad as well.
okay, they've been bad for me well recently. But with UPS, they'll try to deliver it. And to reschedule it, you have to make an account on their own fucking website, which is
That's annoying.
shit.
That's annoying.
And then when you made your account, it won't think the parcel which they're trying to deliver to you is yours. So you can't actually reschedule it. And it got to the extent of their issues that they tried to send back a shipment back to Japan because they couldn't be asked to deliver it to me.
They shipped it back to Japan.
They almost did. I had to call their customer services like the moment they told me they're shipping it back, and was just like, "What the fuck are you doing? This is a mess."
Why don't houses have like an inbuilt like postman bit? Sort of like in America, the way they've got the post. What do you call them? A mailbox, and you like put the little thing up. So
but
you know.
how do you stop people from getting into that?
The same way Amazon has solved this very issue, where if you've got near you, they've got these like big containers with all these like drawers.
We have it in our town, in the middle of
Yeah, I actually tried it out recently just to see what it was like when I ordered something off Amazon, and they just put it in this like locker, and you get a code emailed to you, and you go to the locker, and you put the code in, and then like a door goes, and you pick up your parcel and then leave.
You see, the issue with that is that you couldn't have multiple companies.
It has to be like an Amazon thing.
It would have to be Amazon, or it would have to be UPS.
Right, because they'd have to have a key to be able to open it in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very first world
problem. Then you'd
problem.
have a monopoly.
I mean, is Amazon already not sort of a monopoly?
Yeah, 100%. I was actually thinking about monopolies this week and getting really annoyed. Because I read this article on like the whole monopoly of porn. Because of how like Pornhub has come to like massive success. It is literally...
So Pornhub is the monopoly, sort of...
To the point where it's like, it's actually kind of scary, because obviously the way Pornhub works is it has the distribution of like free tube sites and the big companies to make it. And what that means is obviously the people who make it don't get money, because all the money's being funneled through to Pornhub and the CEOs. But it's like, that's fucked basically from the get-go.
It's literally fucked in some cases.
Quite literally. But then it's like the porn stars and producers, they're not getting money, and if they complain, their whole career's ruined because they won't be put on the distribution sites. Yeah. Like, that's a fucking horrifying monopoly where you literally cannot speak up against the fucking company. That's like communism level of like fucked. It's fucking
Pornhub
creepy.
is basically YouTube, but for porn.
Yeah.
Like, there's no competitor to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't one. There's none. People have tried. Vimeo tried. What's it called? Dailymotion. Dailymotion tried. Like, they're nothing. They're a blip on the radar to YouTube.
Yeah, Dailymotion was just a porn tube though.
And what are the equivalents to Pornhub? X-Hamster. Ain't no one. That's no one's first.
Brazzers.
Brazzers.
No, but Brazzers actually no. I don't think Pornhub own Brazzers. I think they didn't win that one. But no, every competitor to Pornhub is owned by Pornhub. All of those tube sites, all Pornhub. It's fucked. That's what capitalism leads to.
What, you mean a great website that's doing a great service to us all?
No, because it's
Yeah,
not.
like free. It's the best service there is.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, it works better than YouTube's.
No, yeah.
No, I straight up think it probably is better. I've never made an account on... Have you ever made an account on Pornhub, James?
No, you don't need to.
Never.
No,
yeah,
you
like
don't.
why would you do that? Unless you wanted to try out premium and see what premium
I said
is
about
all
Donna, mate.
Yeah. What is premium all about?
High quality, right? You get your shagging in high quality.
What, like 4K?
HD
4K?
It's not about 4K. It's like 60
frames?
Yeah, 60 frames.
Beautiful.
No, you just get...
See, for me, I want my porn to be the worst quality possible. The more quality,
Authentic.
the worse it becomes to me. Where it's like, this shit getting too real for me. Like, that's horrible. That's why I don't even bother with 3D anymore. I'm all about 2D hentai now.
I respect that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, I knew James would agree. I wasn't quite anticipating you agreeing with me as well.
No, I wouldn't have if you hadn't have explained your point so
Rigorously.
Elegantly?
Those are
Succinctly?
two very good words. I'm gonna
Sluttily?
say. I'm gonna say well.
So in other nudes, oh my god, that was such a Freudian. In other nudes, in other news,
Did you say that?
yeah, and I noticed it too. That wasn't one of the ones where I was like, no, I didn't say that. And then the like 5 minutes of you.
Can
being
we
like,
talk
no, you
about
did say
that for a minute?
What?
When somebody says like, it's fish and chips,
Right. Yeah.
And everyone's like, you said fish and chips, and that one person is like, no, I said fish and chips.
No, I believe that you think you said fish and chips, but
Yeah, like you
in reality, in the
yeah,
world that we
it's-
actually live in, you said bish and chips.
it's
I'm afraid.
obvious you said you meant fish and chips.
Yeah. So who's
like,
in the wrong?
Is it the person refuting it? It's like, what's the point? Is it an ego thing? Like, ew, I'm never wrong. I would never say bish and chips. You know?
Is that an
'Cause,
example
like-
you've heard about?
No, it's not an example I've heard. But
That's a great name for this episode. I'm right. Bish and chips. Yeah, because the other person, like, they got nothing to add, really. You're just delaying a conversation. You're grinding it to a halt
what do you mean?
to be a dick.
What, the person proving
The
reality?
Bish.
The person
Hey,
proving bitch?
I'm saying, oh, it's just nicest bish and chips ever. Man. Like, instead of being like, oh, right, really? What was nice about them?
Yeah.
And like continuing the conversation, you're grinding it to a halt and you're changing it to be like,
No,
Fish and
because
chips.
there are times when it's like, what? What did you say? What did
and
you
that's
mean?
acceptable.
No, I think they're both acceptable. Because if you say something wrong, you're the one that said it wrong. Whether you know you said it wrong
Okay,
or
how about
not.
this way? If you're the one that said something wrong, then it's bad. But if you're the one who hears someone saying something wrong and you correct them, then it's good.
That's exactly what I am saying.
There you go. But in other nudes,
Bish.
did you guys see? We all love Little Pump. don't
Bish,
we?
bish, bish.
We're big
bish,
fans
bish,
of
It's
Little
not
Pump.
Little
bish,
Pump.
bish.
Little Pump. Did I say Little? I didn't say Little Pump. I said Little Pump. That little prick.
Little plump.
Do you see the video of him being bitten by a snake? Right.
No.
No. I swear, the little pump has been circulating around us for quite some time now. I swear.
You joking me? You didn't see this video?
No.
Did he hurt the snake?
Also, why was he bitten by a snake?
So, I don't know the full story. There's this like really, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to say it, douchey. Really douchey, like, I think it's a Snapchat video from his Snapchat or something, where he's like, it looks like he's sat on a stage for some music video or some kind of production, and there's like some stairs in the background, and he's sat on the stairs, and someone goes to hand him a fucking snake, and it goes for him and it bites him
Bites him where?
on the hand, and he like shows it to the camera. He's like, "Whoa, this N-word snake, N-word bit me, N-word," and it's like,
Is that... What race is that guy?
I thought he was Hispanic.
He's
personally.
normal.
He's normal. Let me find out. Lil Pump.
I'm pretty sure he's like Mexican, because he's got like a really Mexican name. Like
Lil Pump?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound very Mexican.
He is often criticized for his behavior seen on social media. That's one of his top sort of tags.
Yeah, I wonder why he does
Nationality American. It doesn't say. He was born in Florida. He's
explains a lot.
Florida.
um
And he gets
God, he's
bitten.
19.
Don't say
What?
He's 19.
He's 19.
He was born in 2000.
He's a 2000 boy.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And he looks older than all of us combined.
That's because he's done so much fucking drugs and shit. That's strange because it's like I'm 4 years older than him. That's fucking scary. Like actually a bit.
That is weird.
He is also known
So
for...
basically, I'd fuck him if he was in prison and we were both in prison.
Yeah.
He'd get fucking fucked by me.
Birth name. His birth name is Gazi Garcia.
Garcia, that's Hispanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always thought he was Hispanic, but I'm struggling to
No.
see.
Ah,
I know.
Hispanic
He literally
people-
fucking his parents are Spanish.
Spanish?
No Spanish. Fucking
Hispanic.
yeah.
Yeah, his parents are from Colombia.
Right.
That's it. I know what
Okay.
I'm talking about.
Are Hispanic people allowed to say the N-word?
Well, clearly.
No.
Why not?
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's true, dude.
Sorry. So, Jim, why'd you do that into the mic?
Don't be.
You sat here this entire cast just farting and burping constantly.
Why are Hispanic people allowed to say the N-word?
They're not.
Why aren't they?
No, they are. If Little Pumpkin get away with it.
Why aren't they, James?
Why are they? Why is anyone allowed to say it?
Look, I'll play the audio down the mic while you guys like watch it. It's only 20 seconds, so bear with us.
No, you sure it's got the N-word on?
Hey, yo, I just got bit by a snake. I got bit by a snake. Hey.
Every bleep in that was him saying the N-word. Right. So it was quite a few times. Thoughts?
I hope the snake's alright.
Yeah, they sit in that video. They seem to be sort of
launch it.
Yeah, they're like manhandling this snake, and it's like, this sucks. I'm by this stinky guy who's really annoying and loud and rude. I'm gonna bite him. I want to get rid of this guy.
Snake.
I mean, obviously, it's not like a venomous.
No, because he'd be
Dangerous.
panicking a bit more.
No, but
if it was.
what's the desire of all these like fucking SoundCloud fucking talentless rappers? And their just desire to like do music videos with fucking dangerous animals.
Yeah, I thought
He's
they
done
just
it before
CG'd
with,
them
like,
in.
Like fucking wild cats. And
So they can have like an article. Ooh,
Yeah.
Lil Pump touched a snake. Really dangerous.
Is it
So he
clout?
can say like, yeah, for clout. So you can be like,
Yeah.
Hey, N-word, wanna touch my snake?
Yeah.
that's probably the
Yeah.
lyric in the song.
Yeah.
Surely that's the.
I bet you it is.
Isn't that
My
just
snake's so
surely-
huge. Makes me wanna.
He doesn't sound as cool as that.
Yeah, true. Who can do the most like pathetic Lil Pump voice? You have to do it in like a high pitch.
My snake's so huge. My snake's so giant.
I definitely can't.
I reckon, James, give it a try.
My snake's so huge.
Yeah, Jim.
My snake's so giant.
My snake's so huge.
He's the one that's on the "You're such a fucking hoe, I love it."
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Lil Plump.
Little Plump. That'd be a better name. And he's also the one that's like a dick that just goes around being an asshole, and that's how he got famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much respect for that.
No,
from,
he's
from
just,
my end.
he's just a clout chaser.
More like
Or-
a snake chaser.
Okay.
I hope that snake's alright. If not, I'm taking him down.
Yeah, the video after that one was him like beating it to death, and
Yeah.
everyone just like, yeah, kill it, get revenge. With he's got a catchphrase apparently.
Wait, is it the N-word?
I
Snap
wish.
personal padlock.
Ooh. No, let me tell you his catchphrase.
Is it snap or?
I don't know what the
He is known for shouting his catchphrase. Let's get it. A shortened version of "Let's Get It."
wasn't it?
Skevit.
A skitty.
It's a shortened version of "Let's Get It."
He's get it. He's get it.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
It's a good song.
Good
We
song,
all
love it.
like that on the cast. I was hoping for a bit more force from that one. That was kind of
I
a,
didn't want it to.
That was kind of a
cause
dinker
damage.
and
Why have we
stinker.
entered this era of jar? It's fucking gross.
What?
This era of jar of just like fucking.
It's not. Sketty.
He's spaghetti.
You don't call spaghetti spaghetti.
Sketty.
It's Getty.
No, it's not Getty.
Yeah, no, it is now. It's Getty. I want some Getty.
It's gay.
Getty.
He's spaghetti.
It's not spag.
Spaghetti.
Getty.
Spaghetti.
Can I have some Getty, please?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti, please.
Sort of all I've got, really.
Spaghetti shit. Might I add, spaghetti is the worst pasta.
Boom, 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 boom.
I think spaghetti's good.
No, it's not.
Wait, you just said what? Tell me what you just said.
Spaghetti. Spaghetti is shit.
You hate spaghetti.
Spaghetti is the worst fucking pasta.
That's
But Jim made you a spaghetti meal, and you were like,
yeah.
"This
You
is
were
the
like,
best
this is the
spaghetti
best
I've ever had in my
spaghetti
life.
I ever seen."
This is the best spaghetti I've ever seen."
It was.
Because that makes it so much worse. Your expectations were so low. I could have done anything and it would have been the best sketty you ever seen.
No, it was generally the best sketty. It was the best pasta ever.
How you doing, your pasta? So good to see you.
He's not Italian.
I didn't do.
yo pirate?
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Do you want to talk about? Oh,
Okay, yeah, I'll talk about my last nut.
let's do it. Let's do it.
Seriously?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it right here, right now. Let's just go.
Why the fuck are you?
Why'd you do that? I'm getting warm, so I had to release my feet.
Why the fuck is your toe so?
Why are you laughing at?
He's laughing at your toe.
What's so funny? Isn't my weird dwarf thing? My conjoined toes. It makes my toes look tiny.
Why the fuck is your toe so fucking huge?
Your big toe.
No, it's my smaller toes that look tiny.
Your big toe is fucking massive.
Really?
Like white.
It's
It is white. It's really round.
Really?
For those listening, Alex just took his sock off and revealed his toes, and James was very amused by the shape of the big toe.
the fuck.
No, because there's the huge big toe and then the tiny toes like adjoined.
They're all fucking huge. Like, look at my toe. It's normal.
Yeah, can you
Also,
like angle
yours
it?
are normal.
No, look, that's like straight. You know? Yours goes like
No,
Like-
do you not see my conjoined toes?
No, I see your conjoined toes.
Do I have the same toe? Look how black my feet are. Not like
All right, little pump. Jesus.
I didn't. It's from the sock
Wait, let me
juice.
see your toe.
So that's what toes are supposed to look like.
No, mine's fucked.
No, yours are normal compared to mine. Mine are like joined
No.
properly.
Yeah, you're less evolved than me.
Alex, how big are your
And
feet?
my hands do the same thing.
Alex,
Yeah, you're part frog.
My hands look way smaller than they are because of my weird conjoined fingers. I'm a freak. Really.
how big are your feet?
See, look how high the skin is in between my hands. It's fucking
That's
weird.
no different from mine.
No, look. Sorry if you're listening, but I'm whatever.
No, how big are your feet?
They're size 9.
I've got a size close to 11 feet because they're fucking flippered. They're fucking gross.
Yeah, because
You're
my
a good
feet.
swimmer.
I can't swim.
But I'm a good swimmer. I'm like this big chunky fucking frog. I'm a bullfrog. I'm
Yeah.
just swimming through the
You're like
ocean.
a snapping turtle.
I prefer bullfrog.
I prefer snapping turtle, I'm afraid.
No, because snapping turtle implies that I'm sort of like aggressive.
Yeah, you are.
Which you are.
Okay.
I know. I can't get over your fucking big toe.
Your non-big toes are really long.
That's fucking freakishly long. It's fucking gross.
That's like the size of my little finger.
Are you sure it's not like an optical illusion though? Because my other toes are so joined, they look like little M&Ms or something.
They look fucking bigger than M&M's.
can you-
man.
Little cocktail sausages. Diggy, diggy, diggy.
My fuck. No, look how big that fucker is there. That is huge. It's weird. I think the other one's actually worse. Oh, is that worse?
We're really like placating to those fetishists who like watch the cast.
Look how fucking. It's almost as big as my big toe.
That's apparently a masculine, feminine thing, depending on. Oh wait, that might be fingers.
Yeah, I thought that was fingers.
What is it about fingers?
But I mean, yeah, we'll be back after these messages. Sorry if you're
Christ,
listening.
imagine trying to suck Alex's big toe.
What? What a weird thing to think about.
No, Alex,
Your
it's,
mouth would be just full.
Yeah, dude.
Alex,
No, that
your-
toe is huge.
This one?
Yeah.
Alex, people have penis as big as thinner than your toe.
It's huge. It's fucking huge.
It's not like long, it's just wide. You ever chode a toe?
Yeah, it like, it's like bulbous.
Yeah.
Is your other foot the same?
I mean, I'm just analysing this now. Yeah. No, but it looks extra weird because of the big toe being so chunky and my other toes being like so conjoined.
Oh, they're so conjoined. Normally, like, there's sort of a line, you know? Like a graph that curves.
the gap so big?
What do you mean the gap? What the fuck are you talking about?
Between your toe
and your other toe, so the gap between those two is higher than the bigger one. Look, normally it goes like down like that, but his goes up.
Is there bone?
Your toe,
Don't know. Let me feel.
No,
Because
like,
I can feel the separate like tendons.
well, that would always be the case, but
Look how weird that looks.
no, that definitely means that there's toe beneath skin. Do you know what I mean?
There's bone, like
No, like your skeleton doesn't match up with your flesh.
what? What do you mean?
It's like if your hand was like joined there, you know?
Yeah, but that's what I have.
No,
My hand literally does do that. See?
what
Alex has got the weirdest fucking feet I've ever seen.
Did you see that though? Like normal? Fucked. Normal? Fucked. It's like my hand would look way bigger,
Mine
but
looks-
the skin
No,
is
mine
joined.
looks the same.
No, because look, when I do that, you can see them. These two middle ones, it's way higher than the gap.
it's not as obvious though on your hand.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not
Because
as obvious. but
My
it's there.
hands look tiny as well.
No, but yours
'cause-
isn't because of the skin join.
You just saying I have tiny hands.
No, look, we probably have the same size hands.
No, Alex has got bigger hands.
It's the tiny hand gene, dude.
Tiny hands, big ass.
Yeah. Take your pick.
Why do you even need hands when you have an ass like the Beltman ass?
Yeah, fucking do everything with your ass. Eating dinner, ass.
Eating ass. Dinner.
Howdy, partner. Me, Argy. Me have shirts for sale. Check the description below.
Argy suck. Argy suck.
No wonder why Argy loves Alex's feet so much.
There's a lot of flesh to.
Is there a lot of flesh, or is there just a sort of whatever? Welcome to the second part of the Jarcast, where we answer questions from the community. Normally, we'd head over to Reddit for a suggestion thread there. However, our Reddit's having some issues, some technical difficulties. It seems to be a recurring problem at the moment. So we've instead we're responding to Twitter comments this time.
Hello.
It's quite nice to mix it up because it's like a different group of people.
If
There's
you
sort
wanna leave a question, please send IHG a message through Twitter
of- don't do that. Tweet at Jar Media.
or tweet at Ruben.
Yeah, tweet at Ruben.
Yeah, tweet at Ruben.
Let's,
And-
no, continue, Jim. Please finish what you're going to say.
Also tweet at Angry Joe. And the video game theorist one.
We have a good question actually from at AZTCZL Tom. Something about finding your sense in fashion would be interesting. Was there any specific events that led up to you deciding what you want to look like? I don't think I've ever answered that question before.
No.
I was playing Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, and I was like, no, this is now my look.
Yeah, this guy looks cool.
Yeah.
What about? I'm interested in clothing though specifically, because I can pretty much put down. I can put it all down to Ruben, pretty much. He advised me,
Right.
because like I genuinely could not have cared less about things like that at all.
I haven't really cared.
About getting haircuts, about dressing myself in any fashionable way whatsoever. Didn't care. Until I was about, I guess, 21.
Really?
Where Ruben, like, just helped me, I guess. Because I brought it up to him, I guess I must have been like, I can't, like, wear this, like, these brown shoes I've been wearing, like, since secondary school. Like, I've got to do something now. What shall I buy? And Ruben, he's into all the fashion and all that stuff, so he could advise me, and he was like, look, first get a haircut. Go get a haircut. I did that. I was like, and it all started with the haircut. Because I just didn't get my haircut, really. I was like one of those kids, you know, that wore their sports like PE kit too high, like just like living in your own universe,
Yeah.
not like caring about what other people think, but also kind of caring. It was a weird state to be in. And now it's sort of settled where it's like I'm not obsessed with like fashion in the same way. I kind of care about it more. And I do like a nice pair of shoes, I like jackets. Jackets are my favourite clothing accessory.
Yeah, me too.
Because it ties everything together to me. Like the jacket makes or breaks an outfit. Which means in summer it can be a struggle because you ain't wearing jackets much in summer. And all the best jackets are winter jackets, of course. Like James, he's got his sort of autumnal winter jacket and it looks very smart, and it just... You know what I mean? You just feel like, yeah, I'm smart right now because of my jacket.
Because I wear clothes that suit it for work. So it's just like, it bops with my
yeah, because that's what I first started doing was like, yeah, I just wear shirts. I wore white shirts all the time. I wore a lot of
You
plaid.
talking shirts, not t-shirts?
Shirts, not t-shirts, yeah.
Like
yeah.
these shirts.
Well, those are t-shirts that you're wearing.
Oh shit.
I mean, like a work shirt, like that sort of thing. I just wear that, and because
those are kind of an easy.
It's like an easy win.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, to think.
They look smart.
Looks decent,
no matter what.
And back then, I was so skinny that like I could just wear anything. So I would always just wear stuff like that. And I had those like really skinny jeans. There's a really old Jarcast where it starts with like a close up on my legs, and they're so ridiculously skinny compared to what they are now.
Yeah, it's not natural for a beltman.
I don't know what I was doing wrong.
I'm pretty sure you weren't saying beltman earlier, were you?
That wasn't on the cast.
What? The toe conversation's on the cast?
Yeah, I'll put that in, but yeah. What was I saying about shirts?
You were saying your legs were ridiculously skinny.
Yeah, but there's like a reason that like female models, there's a certain look to, there's a certain type of body to them, because clothes look best on a certain physique, typically in like the fashion industry. So I enjoyed playing around with that kind of thing. I've kind of gone back to kind of caring less and less and less about that sort of thing, because it's just, honestly, it's exhausting.
It is, but you want to look, or in my opinion, I try to look as good as possible with the least amount of effort.
Yeah, that's a good mantra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that can involve buying expensive pieces of clothing, like trousers, jeans, whatever. But like, if they look good, they look good, you know? I didn't start caring till I was about 18, and I didn't really choose my look, but my look chose me, you know?
Yeah. Laziness defines my look.
I wish I had the confidence to wear just the comfiest things, you know?
Right.
There are people that are just like...
In saying that, though, there was something very liberating about when we discovered the ponchos. I was enjoying the fact that in our town, like, that was a unique concept.
Yeah.
And like, people, everyone, like, looked at you. It wasn't like a normal, like, you're just no one. Ain't no one caring about no fucking jeans and t-shirt bullshits. This is genuine, like, I'm scared of like, what I'm seeing. This is odd.
We literally, the three of us had people literally turn around and walk in the other direction because we were wearing ponchos, basically.
They were down that aisle looking for stuff. They saw 3 of us walk down the corner wearing ponchos and just like, oh shit.
And then we went for a dog walk and we were wearing ponchos. And there was like a group of people in the distance and they walked away. They turned around and walked away because they probably thought we were a danger for some reason, or druggies or something. I don't know.
The thing is, I would associate a poncho mostly with a stoner.
Yeah.
And out of all the drugs, I think a stoner is the least lethal.
Yeah, because if you want to defeat a stoner, you just go, "Boo!" and then they'll probably have a panic attack.
They'll have a panic attack for 48 hours.
Yeah. That is a real thing, though, around here in Wiltshire specifically. There's like this real fear of things like that.
I suppose so.
My style?
Right.
I kind of just don't have it.
I'd say most of the time you go for smart.
Yeah, I try
Not-
to look smart.
Not smart casual, straight up smart.
James has the extremes, though, because other times it's just like your shorts that are held together with like string.
Yeah. Well,
And
there's
a
like
t-shirt.
there's business James and there's car James.
Yeah, literally, the fucking... One of the videos, I was quite literally wearing overalls from working on my car. I was like, that was so...
Like James, for example, what's the longest running piece of clothing that you've owned and still wear to this day? Is it those beige shorts? Because those are James classics.
Yeah, they are quite, yeah, probably...
How old roughly?
Probably when I was 14, 15.
What
At least try and keep them for a decade. And then get them like framed and put them on your wall when they're just
I've gone through two cable ties trying to keep them together. They've got oil stains. It's just like, I can stop him.
That's the difference between you and me. If I need to get a cable tie to repair my shorts, it's like, no, they're done. I'm getting new shorts now. But James, he's like, no, where's the cable ties?
I'm in between there. These very jeans were split at the groin, and I took them to like a famous knitter who knitted them to a repaired state. Yeah.
Knitted them to a repaired state.
Yes.
I try to get the most use out of things. It's not because I'm cheap. It's just like, I can still wear them.
That's kind of like a legend, like, you know, sort of mindset, you know?
Yeah. And I still wear them out. I still wear them on the Jarcast. And you can tell because the fucking cable ties like bright pink.
Yeah.
I can't hide it.
No, are they the same ones that have a massive gash in the ass?
Yeah, what was it? We were walking around Tesco and I said to you, Jim, like, there's just a huge...
Yeah. You said, like, does James know that everyone can just see his ass?
I forgot I wore them that day. I forgot about the fucking huge hole in my one butt cheek.
But it looks like someone has gotten a razor and just sliced it perfectly sideways.
It almost looks intentional.
Yeah, it's
like
kind of
those
cool.
jeans with the.
I
Like,
think-
Yeah, it was rips. Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah,
do you want to know
ripped
how I
jeans.
did it? Squats.
Oh my fucking
For real?
God.
Why are you doing it in like khakis?
Yeah, why not just take off your trousers?
I don't know, but do you know that reminds me? Because when I get home, I need to cable tie the hole.
Okay.
They're gonna last a decade. Because now that they're that extent, it's like I do car stuff with them because they're kind of fucked. So it's
Don't
like,
throw them out though.
I'm not gonna. Oh,
Instead of if you get that idea in your head that you want to throw them out, give them to me. I'll get them framed, put them in the jar room.
how much just my shit from like years ago is just gonna end up framed in the jar?
Tom from the Jar Media After Show has this to say. What would you say is the moment from your childhood that defines you today?
Dying.
Excuse me?
That he died.
Well, I fucking drowned, didn't I? And I ran into a wall.
You had a cat slash your eye.
Just my childhood, just everything.
Pain defines your childhood then?
Yeah.
Pain and suffering.
It defines my adulthood as well.
Childhood moment. Aside from my my very first memory, which I talked about a few weeks ago, doesn't really define me though, does it? Being on a swing set. Or the death slide, that doesn't really define me either.
This is like, I want to feel as though I am. There is more to me than one moment.
Yeah.
You know, from your childhood especially, where everything is so vapid and, you know, like back then, it's not like.
What about a moment where you were like, no, I'm going to stand up?
No, that would be the opposite of my personality. I'm a roll over and just take it.
Please!
Please. You know?
I have a memory of the first time I got like properly in trouble in primary school. Because I was standing near someone who was bullying someone. I was nothing to do with it, but they were bullying someone and I was standing near them. So when the bully got in trouble, I was lumped in with the bully, and there was like another person as well. And I remember being sat there because I had to see the head teacher. I think I was year 4, roughly, maybe. And I was sat, it was reading time. Everyone was reading, and I was like, I couldn't focus on my story time. I couldn't. Hungry Caterpillar or whatever the fuck I was reading. I couldn't. I was so stressed. I was like, what's actually going to happen? I've never been in trouble before. Like, what's going to happen? Like, I've never had to interact with the head teacher in any way that isn't just, yeah, you're well behaved. Well done. So I was like, nah, maybe that was the moment I developed anxiety. Like, big time. Because I was like, I can't handle this. I can't deal with this. And I was like, that's such a vivid memory to me because I remember the moment I was like told, like, okay, time to go to the headmaster. What's head? Yeah, headmaster, right? Even if it's a woman, was it headmistress?
I don't think it's either. The head teacher is what we call it.
Oh yeah.
Headmaster. That's some Harry Potter shit.
Yeah.
You fucking crazy
Headmistress.
fucker.
Yeah, had some Harry Potter bullshit going on.
See, that's the opposite. Like I got in trouble so often that it was just like, okay, here we go again.
But that walk was like the walk of shame to that office. And she was like, so what did you do?
I need to tell a certain story before I fucking forget.
Go ahead, I'm done.
This is fucking weird. Like, I just had a flashback just that moment. So I was in reception. So how old are you in reception?
1.
5?
You're not 1.
1.
4 or 5?
So, I needed to go to the loo. This is when we lived in Jersey.
Which is a little island off I think it's closer to France than it is
Yeah,
the UK.
but we own it, so
yeah, so hours.
I needed to go to the loo, and I thought I could save some time if I just got my dick out right now, right? Because the teacher had let me leave the classroom, and I was like on my way to the loo,
That's
and I was like, right, I'm gonna whip my dick out. There's nobody around. Like, I'm not in the classroom right now. I'm free. So I sort of like got my dick out and just held it in my hands, like hiding it.
What, while walking?
Yeah, while walking to the bathroom. I'm like, this is gonna save so much time. I can go back and play
Quicker,
And-
yeah.
So I'm on the way, and this year 6 kid was like stood just there, and he said like, "You're not at the bathroom yet."
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, "Yeah." And just kept going. Went into the loo, did my stuff, and was like, I mean, it did save time, but what was it worth? You know?
It was worth an incredible memory that defined your life.
Is that what defines me?
Jim's new
Is
motto
this
is
what
just get your dick out.
No. But
That's
there-
why I couldn't be a teacher at primary school. It would be too funny.
Yeah.
Because
But
the
it wasn't-
kids that age are so
But that was a
innocent.
weird thing. Like, I reckon if a teacher had seen me, that would have scarred me for life.
Because they probably would have like reacted ridiculously, maybe.
Maybe, but
Depending
like,
on the teacher.
But back when I was that young, I had a real like thing with authority. Like their
Respect.
word is
God,
fine.
might as well be God.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, like
Wow.
that severe.
Cringe.
But the fact that it was this like, I remember that the kid said it with like a half smile. Like he found it funny, but he didn't want to be a dick.
That's interesting to me. Because how old are you in year 6? 10, 11?
Yeah.
There's someone in Jersey right now watching a Jarcast like, oh shit.
I wonder if we do have it. Do you think anyone in Jersey, the tiny little island, the 12-mile long island, has ever listened to the Jarcast?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You're that
Jesus.
confident?
James-
If you're from Jersey and you're listening to this,
There's like
leave a
3
comment.
people that live there.
Yeah.
There is another memory though.
Oh my god.
Like the one you were talking about, where I got in trouble for saying like 2 words in the line waiting for our lunch.
Right, yes.
Back when we got the lunch meals with school. And I said like 2 words, and this one fucking lunch lady that to this day
There's
I
always
think
one.
is a shitty person and should not work in schools. If you're that miserable of a person,
And you hate children.
get a job where you don't have to interact with anyone. You know?
Yeah.
Like just especially children,
Yeah.
because they're going to grow up to hate you, and
Go be a Family Guy writer or something like that.
yeah, just some worthless job. And she sent me out to sit in like the corridor leading up to the lunch hall. And I'd seen other kids there before who were always like, "Yeah, I'm a cool kid. I kind of broke the rules and stuff."
Yeah.
And
Hardcore.
they were just sat there, and then I get sent out to like the prison of primary school. And our mother was working,
Yeah, she was
At
a
that
TA as
school.
well. Yeah.
a teacher's assistant at the time, and she like happened to just be walking through the hall at that very moment that I was sat there.
Mhm.
And I was told to sit out there for 5 minutes, and it felt like I was sat there for an hour. I was
Time is
so
just-
panicked, and like, and then I see my mum, and I'm like, oh, like,
Nice.
not nice. I was like, shit, she's
Oh,
gonna
really?
see I've fucked up, and I'm gonna get it now. And I just started crying like uncontrollably. I fucking
Really?
broke down. She was like, holy shit, what is going on? And this is all because of that horrible lunch lady. I bet you know exactly what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
I know exactly.
Yeah, you
who
know
you
what I'm
mean.
talking about. Fucking bitch.
I think I know what
I hope she sees this, because I fucking hate her.
Yeah.
And she'll know who she is,
Oh, yeah.
because she's a bad person.
She's got demons.
Yeah, and I'm one of them. right, next question.
My defining moment would be being friends with Jim, because that like set me on the course of being a fucking prick.
Shit.
That's a good one.
Being like a normal person. Literally, that is my defining moment.
I have multiple like defining James moments.
But so do I. I was about to go into some of those.
James is a very characterful character.
Yeah, because for me, James was like this urban legend. Because I'd never met him, and Jim would come home and he'd describe James to me. And I had all these like crazy stories about James and all these things he'd do.
I remember in like year 2, one day just saying to Alex, James is my arch nemesis.
No, I remember that.
Yeah, that was the actual word I used because like I was all into superheroes and shit. Like, I thought
Yeah, because you were in
actually
superheroes
Spider-Man.
and James was into like war, like Call of Duty.
real war and cars and planes.
But there was this one thing you would always do to like describe him. It was like, and you said it really bugged you, and it was the way he would play like army or whatever the fuck, and he'd like. You described the way he would shoot a gun, and the way he did it was really annoying because he had like his head right down or something. some weird detail that was like.
I'm remembering this now because
Yeah.
do you know what I reckon it is? I reckon you had played a Call of Duty game
Yeah.
and seen the animations from that game and were imitating them.
Yeah,
Like, on the playground.
that would be it. Yeah.
And because it was like an old game, you were doing these like weird sprints and stuff around the playground, and I was like, "What is this guy doing?" Because I wouldn't have even fucking played a video game of that caliber at that point.
You'd probably still be on Pokemon.
Corners going.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. Like, I haven't thought about that in a long time.
All that time, I think I did something embarrassing in front of like the entire class and stuff. Just there's so many. I was a fucking mess in primary school. I was just like the most troubled, like fucking knob of a kid.
I remember you were sort of like you don't really know where you stand with James.
Yeah, back
You know?
then it was like that was just the case.
Yeah.
1 minute an enemy, next minute a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, so by the time I met him, there were so many stories.
Yeah, but by that time I'd like been normal. I've been with actual friends with Jim for so long that it was just like I was
Mhm.
normal.
Yeah.
And then I met you and it was just like, oh fuck. What world
It's
is
a new
this?
Whole new
dynamic.
can of worms.
Yeah. There was some like... But when you go into secondary school, because there are so many more people coming in, like... James, like, it was nothing compared to some of the, like, new characters that came in. Some of them were just... Especially at the school we went to, like, some actual...
Oh yeah.
Some real, like, nutters. Like, real,
Yeah, I mean,
like, deranged people.
I found out just the other week that a kid in our year brought a handgun to school.
Yeah, like an actual fucking gun.
Like it's deactivated, but still, it was like a real gun.
Yeah.
Like this school is not the school you want to send your kids. You know.
Yeah. We got stories, though, as a result.
That school is so
Yeah.
fucking shit.
I mean-
Holy fuck.
Yeah, like a lot of people, like I listen to podcasts of like these happy Americans that are like, yeah, rock on, like, and they say the name of their school and they're like so passionate about it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, wish I could be in your shoes, dude. I went to a fucking shithole. I dread it every day.
No, it was actually that bad though.
No,
Like
it
that's
was
the reason
fucking
I
dull.
just stopped going.
I remember the fucking last day of like year 11. It was just like we were just like, let's fucking ride home as fast as possible. Let's just fucking run away from this shit. And I never fucking returned. That was my last day.
No, I
I'm
did.
done. And then you just fucking gave up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember once going into an assembly and like you'd know him, one of the biggest chavs in all of the school. He was in my year. And he had one of those, like, temporary tattoos. And I just happened to be the wrong place, wrong time. Yeah. And he just, like, flung his arm round and slapped one of those temporary tattoos right on my face. So it's, like, instantly, like, solders to your face, and you peel it off, and you've just got, like, this ridiculous tattoo of some bullshit that some sweetie you probably bought. And I remember, that's another memory, like, in those disgusting toilets in, like, the gym or whatever, in the boys' changing room.
Not the boys' changing room.
In the boys' changing room, going into the bathroom and just, like, washing my face of this, like, stupid tattoo. And
I remember that smell of that room.
Oh my god, that people actually fucking showered in those fucking change rooms.
I remember one kid did. And it was like everyone just stopped and turned, like,
because he actually showered.
This kid is showering naked, just like.
Wait, wasn't it the person who brought in the gun?
No, no, it wasn't.
I remember you guys telling me a story about someone in one of your PE classes who, like, sat down and, like, his entire dick just fell out.
Were you there?
No, I was in the other
Yeah,
group.
I was there. Yeah. He was wearing obviously really loose boxers along with really loose shorts.
Mm-hmm.
And he was sat cross-legged like I am right now, and I think he was just looking at the teacher, listening to him, and I guess he had a hard-on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and, like, you could just see it.
Well, he didn't notice.
Who didn't notice?
The kiddie.
I mean, he couldn't have. Otherwise, he would have, like, tried to hide it or something. Like,
unless he's, like, a weird pervert.
Yeah. No, but, like, I remember looking and just being like, is this for real right now? And then I heard through Ruben that somebody else that happened to be in my class had told Ruben that they'd seen this kid's dick. And I was like, thank fuck I'm not the only one that saw this, because this is a core memory now.
I don't know how, like, I'm so acutely aware of what my winky is doing at all times.
I'm sure he knew that he was erect, but he didn't know that it was.
No, but, like, even like
show.
the sensitivity to the different temperatures, like, it's gonna feel different if it's loose and out there. Like, the wind's gonna be, like, it's gonna feel different.
To be fair, it was inside.
Did you never do that thing when in your change rooms that you're trying to get out of your trousers into your shorts as quickly as possible?
Yeah.
I did that.
Oh yeah.
There was one time I'm pretty sure my dick fell out.
Do you think people have stories of you?
Yeah, he probably does, but he doesn't talk to us anymore.
It's messed up, dude. Well, that's sort of it, man.
Do you not want to rant about bullies for a little bit?
Nah, we did that on the other 192 episodes.
Me and the Cut Boys, we are the bullies.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to thank the patrons. God, I'm useless.
Oh, good job, Alex.
Sorry. Well, thanks to the patrons, of
Praise
course.
be.
You know we appreciate you. And it's just more juicy memories for you to indulge in. Thanks for listening or watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, I can get my cock out now.